The lesson name is Energy, and Matter in Ecosystem. Lesson number 3. The main goals are to explain how ecosystem function as open system. Second, you will learn laws of conservation of energy and how organisms get energy and building material. Previously, in the last unit, I taught you about producers, decomposers, herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, and you also learned about how do decomposers get energy. We studied about scavengers, the food web, the food chain. So it's almost repeating. Those parts which are repeated, I will be very fast. And that is new for you. Like example, how is the state laws of conservation of energy? This is something new for you. So this I will take time, but the others I will be very fast. Do you remember energy pyramid? It was the first, it was like a triangle. I explained you.
Yes.
And as you go one, yeah,
Yes.
primary consumer, then secondary consumer. You remember that? Tertiary consumer.
Yes.
That's what. It's nothing but I will explain you that again in the energy pyramid. Cycles of matter is very new for you. The first is water cycle, what you have been studying from grade 3 as grade 3. Second is nitrogen cycle. This is very new for you girls. And carbon cycle. So this is all we will study in the lesson.
Okay.
Laws of conservation of energy, how organisms get energy, energy pyramid, cycles of matter. In cycles of matter, what are the 3 cycles? Water cycle,
Nitrogen and carbon.
cycle, and carbon cycle. Again, there are 3 cycles you will study in this lesson. The first is water cycle, nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle. Okay? Then, let me start with the first one. Wait a minute, girls. Sorry. What idea are we going to learn in this lesson? Okay, I think it will take time to open. Let us start with the other one. What can you see on the screen? What can you see on the screen?
No, there's not. Something loading.
Okay. Now? Still loading?
No, just
Mrs. Zahir has,
Now I can see it.
yeah, no.
Unit 2, lesson 3, energy and matter in ecosystems. Okay, what is the definition of energy? This is the vocabulary, girls. What is the definition of energy? It is the ability to do work. The ability to do work. You need something to do work, right?
Yes.
That is ability to do work is called energy. What is matter? Anything that has mass. This definition you have been studying from past so many years. What is mass? I mean, what is matter? Anything that has mass and occupies space. Yes, Zishan, what is energy? Ability to do work. And what is matter? Anything that has some mass and takes some space. A pencil in your hand, your tablet, anything that has little mass and take up space, it is called as matter. We all need energy and matter to live. We need energy and also matter to live. Why? To live, to grow, and to reproduce. Let me check whether that page has loaded. Yes, it loaded, girls. I will just get back because I want to do the first page of the lesson. Okay. So by the end of the lesson, you'll be able to explain the flow of energy. That is, I told you how it flows, the food chain, the food web, through the pyramids, from producer to primary consumer, from primary consumer to secondary. I think you remember this pyramid. Am I correct? There was a pyramid,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then I told you that the first level will be the producer, and then we have primary consumer, and then we have secondary consumer and tertiary consumer. Okay, girls, why do we need energy?
To work.
And why do we need matter? To live, to grow, and to reproduce. To live, to grow, and to reproduce. Now, here,
Reproduce.
organisms get energy from food. Underline the organism in the list below that get food by eating other organisms. Come on, Dana, tell me. What do you think?
Yeah.
Grass is eaten by whom? Tell me, what is the next? Grass, turtle, pine tree.
Miss, what is the moss?
Moss is a like a kind of a, what do you say, very small. Exactly. See, there's two types. One are kind of plants, and the other is kind of very small bacteria. Let us see exactly here the picture of moss. See, there are plants, very small plants are actually called as mosses. Very, it's not exactly grass, girls. Can you see here the picture, moss?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these are mosses. These are called as moss. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Girls, do anyone has a turtle at home?
No.
No.
I had.
You had. Even I have one. Anyways.
I had like in grade 1, I think. They would do like the students will sell, and then I bought a turtle without telling my mom, and she was okay with it.
This is my turtle. Can you see here?
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So do you know what does it like to eat?
grass,
Huh?
grass. No, it's like sweet, like strawberry, watermelon, I think, but the bigger. Yeah.
Okay, anyways, even, we are not keeping it in sunlight, but it needs light. We have special lights to give it to it.
Miss, but there's different. My grandpa he had like the medium size turtle.
Yes, there are different kind of turtles. Yes.
Yeah, so they eat like all different.
Yeah. Now here, so match and tell me, lizard, what do they eat?
Lizards.
Or lizard is eaten by, grass is eaten by, salamander, turtle. Anyways, let us do lizard and
Miss,
salamander.
the bigger turtles, they eat like watermelon,
Turtle.
strawberries.
What is actually the
A moss.
organisms get energy food from Underline the organism in the list below that get food by eating other organisms. Girls, just leave the producers and underline the consumers. Come on, at least that do it for me. Leave the producers and underline the consumers.
Lizard, butterfly, turtle.
Lizard, yes. Butterfly, good. Yes,
Turtle.
1 minute, wait a minute. Let me ask Miral. Miral and Noor.
Yes.
Tell me what are consumers here? Who are consumers here? I said leave the producers, underline the consumers.
All lizards.
Lizard, butterfly. I cannot do pine tree because it is a plant producer. Cactus, no. Grass, no.
Turtle.
Mountain lion, yes. Salamander, bluebird, turtle. Moss, no, because it is a producer. Okay. Now coming to next question here. Many scientific words such as energy also have everyday meaning. Use context clues. Okay, this is the English part. Leave it. Just read out the vocabulary terms. Zishan, can you read out the vocabulary terms?
Yes. Energy, matter, law of conservation of energy.
Louder, Zishan.
Law of
Law of
conservation of mass, energy pyramid, water cycle.
Law of conservation. Conservation means saving. Law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of energy.
Energy pyramid, water cycle, nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle.
Okay. Okay, so let us start. Let us begin. So here, soak up the sun. How do organisms get energy? You know the main source of energy is sun. If plants don't get sun, we cannot eat plants. Or the animals cannot eat plants. Okay, you will think that, Miss, there are not all animals that eat plants.
Your voice is really loud.
Lion don't eat plant. It do not need. But girls, you know that lion eats rabbit. So rabbit needs some plant to eat, right? If all the animals die, will lion gets its food? No. So actually the main source is sun. The main source, if the question is asked, what is the main source of energy? Your answer has to be sun. That is the first thing. Then come the producer, that is plant. Next, from the sun, organisms called producers use energy from their surroundings to make their own food. In most ecosystems, the sun is the original. I told you the sun is the original source of energy. But producers like most plants and algae use sunlight to convert water and carbon dioxide into sugars. Last year, when I was teaching you photosynthesis, we learned an equation. You remember? Water and carbon dioxide gives you oxygen and sugar. You remember this equation, everyone?
Yes.
Water and carbon dioxide gives you oxygen and sugar. So that was made because of sunlight, in the presence of sunlight. In a few ecosystems, producers use chemical energy instead of sunlight. Some, like example, in the beaches, deep inside the ocean, there are plants. Do they use sunlight energy? They use light energy?
No.
Because there is no sunlight deep in the ocean. So what are they going to use? Which energy? If they are not using light energy, what kind of energy are they using? They are using chemical energy. They are using chemical energy. Is this clear, girls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because everyone must know, there is a question. Deep inside the ocean, there is no light energy. There is no sunlight. So what energy do the plants take? They use chemical energy. Now, producers take in matter such as carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and water from air and soil. Okay, till now you knew that plant need carbon dioxide. But today you will learn they also need nitrogen and water. They also need nitrogen and water. So sometimes they take from the air and sometimes from soil. Sometimes from air and sometimes from soil. This was from the sun. I speak about other organisms. Consumers are organisms that get energy by eating producers or other consumers. So consumers take in both energy and matter when they eat other organisms. Girls, already I have explained you about this. Now coming to law of conservation of energy. Girls, this line is very important. Maybe grade 7, 8, 9, 10, whenever you're going further, you will be learning that. When they say you law of something energy, you will remember. Energy cannot be created. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Energy can never be created. You cannot create energy and you cannot destroy it. It is just change from one form to another. Like example, from light to some other. It is not destroyed completely. Even if the animal die, you know that the dead animal is eaten by somebody else, right? So that gives the energy to the other. That's the meaning. The law of conservation of energy means energy cannot be created. It cannot be destroyed. It changes from one form to another form. Some producers change light energy from the sun to chemical energy in sugar. When sugar are used, like I eat that plant, okay, I eat that fruit, like I eat that apple. So from the plant that made sugar, it is given to me. And then I work out. When I work out, heat is produced. So do you see how it is connected, girls? From light to, okay, that is law of conservation of energy. Coming to law of conservation of mass. Again, same like energy. What did I say? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Same way, mass, the law of conservation of mass states that mass cannot be created nor destroyed. Instead, matter moves through environment in different form. Now again, I'm going to ask each one of you girls, please get ready. Yeah. Yes, Judy, start. Tell me what is law of conservation of energy? Tell me, Judy, what is the meaning of law of conservation of energy? Energy cannot be
destroyed.
destroyed or made, cannot be created. It can
Created or destroyed.
Dana.
Yes.
Tell me. The law of conservation of energy. Energy cannot be created. It cannot be destroyed.
Destroyed.
Energy cannot be created. It cannot be destroyed. This is the law of conservation of energy. When I say law of conservation of mass, what is it? Miral, other girls, they left or what happened? Law of conservation of energy. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Allah. Okay. Please read this out, Zishan.
Yes.
Sun is
How do organisms? The sun is original source of energy in most ecosystems. Organisms called producers make
I
their
cannot
own
hear
food.
you. Hmm?
Consumers are organisms that
Or
that
cannot.
cannot make their own food and eat producers or other consumers to get energy.
Consumers are organisms that cannot make their own food. Can you make your own food, Zishan?
Yes,
You can go and make the food in the kitchen. But what do you need? You need plant or some animal to make, right?
yes,
Can your body make your own food?
I know.
No, that's what. Consumers cannot make own food. We eat producers or other consumers to get energy. We either eat chicken, we either eat mutton, meat, beef, or we eat some salad, either plant or we eat animal. So we are not producers. We are consumers. Next, Miral, can you read here because I already explained you.
Most producers get energy from the sun, but some use chemical energy instead of light energy.
Okay, Miral, when you go deep inside the ocean, is sunlight there inside the ocean? Inside, deep inside. Do sunlight go deep inside the beach? Yes, Miral?
No?
No. So which energy do they use? They don't use light energy, Miral. So which energy they use? They use chemical energy, okay? They use chemical energy. They cannot use light energy. They use chemical energy. Did you understand?
Yes.
Producers get matter from soil and air. Continue reading. Continue reading here. Producers get
Producers get matter from soil and air. Consumers get both energy and matter from the foods they